Hey y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. Y'all, I woke up this morning, turned my phone on just like everybody else does and opened up Facebook. And right there before my eyes was Brad Stewart, one of my good buddies and deputy sheriff, holding one of the prettiest grennel you ever saw just right out there to the camera. I said, I'm going to get me one of them this morning. Now this is Sunday morning and normally I go to church on Sunday morning, but we have 2 o'clock service every last Sunday of the month. This is Memorial Day weekend, and I may try to put this video out on Memorial Day, which is tomorrow, so we'll just have to see how things go. So happy Memorial Day. And they say don't say happy Memorial Day because y'all was celebrating and remembering all the men and women that paid their price, the ultimate price with their life for the freedom that we have in this here country. And we're deeply indebted to them. Whether you politically agree or disagree, we all live in this country together. And the men that gave their, and women that gave their life for it means a lot for the freedom that you have to agree or disagree with whatever's going on. So we want to remember them, but we're going to have a lot of fun in this video. We're going to try to catch us a grennel. Y'all, I'm using another new paddle. This is the first time I have used this paddle. I'll get it back in the water before it turns around. This one, I put a real heavy coat of what we call shellac on it. So this, I got 3 of these made now. And I just enjoy making one alone when I got some free time. But in this particular video, we're gonna try to catch us a grennel, but we're also on a hunt for mushrooms. I have not been down in this part of the swamp for a while. In fact, this is a stretch I hadn't, like I said, hadn't been in a long time. But I know these mushrooms grow a lot in this area, and nobody comes into this area hunting them, so we're on a mushroom hunt too. And I have no idea how far I can go. This is a different stretch of water that I have not been on in a pretty good long time. I had to access it through private land, and y'all, if you act right, and when a man lets you use his property, if you close your gates back, and if he's got them open, leave them open, and don't leave no garbage, don't muddy up his road and leave ruts all in it, tearing up and showing out, you'll get to go back there and fish, you know. And along, that man likes you to bring him a nice big fillet of grennel and say, here you go, this is yours. Or white perch, or whatever you've happened to catch, catfish. So that if you know you want access to private land, different places, a lot of people can't go, that's how you do that. But we fixing to see if we can catch us a grennel down here, y'all. It's a beautiful morning. The birds are chirping, so I'm gonna turn you around and let you see where we're headed right now. I'm hoping that there's not a lot of downed trees in this area. So far I have paddled several hundred yards and have not seen any, so this is a place I'm hoping the storms did not go through too bad. I'm not far from where they went through now. But I know there's a good deep hole on up here, and I'm hoping that I can make it to it. We'll just have to see. Well, y'all, we have made it to the hole I was looking for. There's another slough that way that runs into this that I'm in going that way. And y'all, there's a good deep hole right here. So that is the first downed tree that I have seen on this route. And I did cross a log, but it was an old log that had already been there. So that's the first storm damage right there. So y'all, I've traveled half a mile. So I am quite tickled that I can get to right here. I have definitely found a place that I can play this summer. Now y'all, if you've been keeping up with my grennel fishing, both ends, you've seen I've missed a bunch. Let me show y'all how I'm attacking that problem. You see that trailer hook? Them grennel come up and they grabbing the backside of this bait, shaking it and swimming off with it. When I set the hook, I do have some bigger hooks that I'm gonna, this just happened to be the one that I had in my hand. So there's 2 hooks. All it is, if I can move that little lizard leg, it's looped on the back of that. So that's how we gonna fight that today. So we're gonna fish a little bit, see what happens. Y'all, I did finally get me a pair of sunglasses. I got 2 pair, orange pair and a blue pair off Amazon. They was like $10 a piece. And y'all, my criteria for sunglasses ain't that it's a name brand. It's that when I stick them right up here and look down, they kind of stick and they don't just slide off. And that when you go to wipe the lens with your shirt, that it's not like trying to stick to your shirt. Uh-oh. That was a stick. I felt something down under there. Oh, I felt it again. I'm gonna, I got it off. But anyway, these are like $10 sunglasses, but I like them. So far, I like them. I may link them. Y'all know I link everything in my videos down in the description. So if you happen to see me using something and you want it or want to know where I got it, it helps me out a little bit if you buy it through that link, if you're going to buy it from Amazon anyway. I mean, I ain't trying to peddle stuff here. It don't make me enough money to make a difference, so I ain't mad at you if you don't. It's like walking down the sidewalk and you see a dime laying on the ground. You stop and pick it up. That's kind of how this works. Well, we are going to see if them grennel will bite. Now, we may have to experiment with some different baits. And y'all, I don't know how that thing is swimming under the water. The water is pretty swift and there's a lot of fresh water because we had like 4 inches of rain last week. So that's why the water was like down at 5 and 6 foot. And now it's up at 10 foot. So there's been quite a bit of fresh water and that affects the fishing. But it was just too pretty a day to not come down here and paddle around and throw a bait around. Y'all, look what I had just found. Ha ha, lucky me. Oh, lucky me. That is chicken of the woods, boys. Chicken of the woods. Fixing to pull up there and get us some of that, carry that on home with them. Now, y'all, I do think I have just found hen of the woods right here beside it. I'm wedged up in some cypress knees here. Yeah, this is definitely chicken of the woods. We may not catch no fish, but we have found some mushrooms, my friend. And I'm gonna be truthfully honest with y'all. See how that just come off? I got to find somewhere to put it. I have a cooler, but it has water in it. I'm gonna turn this camera around when I get this one off. Y'all, I would leave this, but nobody else is gonna find it. Once it's gone, it's not gonna come back. I can put it in my refrigerator. I have some people that want to try this mushroom. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and see if I can let you get a look at this, what I think is hen of the woods. I am not 100% positive. I'm gonna take it because I'm pretty sure it is, and I'm gonna do some research on it, but I'm gonna show it to you. It is growing right down here on the ground. And I don't know how I'm gonna get it because my boat is not allowing me. I'm wedged up on two cypress knees, and if I lean out too far, it's gonna tip over with me. Let me see. See if I can do this without sinking myself. And there is some smaller ones, y'all. Yeah, that's hen of the woods. It's a lot like chicken of the woods. See, it's growing on. So we got us a good mushroom harvest. And y'all, I had already planned on getting out and looking for some chanterelles. So this may turn into a mushroom hunting video down here in the swamp. Okay, I wish I had brought a bag with me. Dadgummit, I did it not. But I hadn't got a whole lot of water in here, and I don't think it'll hurt them to get a little wet. I'm gonna lay them back here. And y'all, there is a small one I left right there on that stump. So it will grow. I'll come back sometime if I need it. If I don't, I'm gonna just let it be there. They really can't, no animal hardly get to it. Maybe a raccoon. I don't even know if they'll eat it. Chicken of the woods is not my favorite to cook and eat. I like oysters probably better, and then chanterelles because I saute them and stuff. And I do a lot of sauteing type cooking. We don't eat a lot of deep fried, but now when I'm frying fish, I'll deep fry them, drop them in there. So if we luck up and get us a fish, looks like we're gonna have to go home and cook chicken. But y'all, I can kill one of my birds and cook it because I know how to cook it now a different way. Gigi and the Beard, y'all check out their channel. I'll put a link to their channel down there. I like to help out some of these younger channels, but y'all, they make really good videos, good clean videos. They're here somewhere in Mississippi. I don't know where. They may not want nobody to know where, but I really don't know right where they're at. But I do know they're not far away. They're here in Mississippi. And good homestead stuff. They experiment with some new things, and it's a really good channel. So y'all go check out their channel. She done a how to cook a chicken video and split it open, one that they had plucked and put it on the in a skillet in the oven, and y'all, it looked really good. Showed you exactly how to do it, so go check that out. We're gonna paddle around here and we're gonna really try to catch us a grennel. Y'all, I ain't having no luck. I may have to go home and cook me one of them chickens, which I'm all right with that. But it don't make for good videos when you ain't catching fish. We might look up on one. I've paddled on up. I had to snake through some down trees, but I was able to get through them. And y'all, I've paddled way on up here, and I am seeing some activity in the water. I've made it up to a place what is known as the cutoff, and it cuts between the river and the creek. Some of you know right where I'm at. But this water is not as swift in this because it's flowing by on either end. So what that allows is them fish to have a place to kind of get out of that swift current. Maybe we'll look up on one in here. I do know there's a beaver dam right up there. If we'd brought our cage of crickets with us, we could have wore the red bellies out, Kip Barrier. He would have really appreciated that. We may come over here and get on them here pretty quick. Y'all, I have 2 short poles I'm fishing with. I know a lot of people want to know what gear do you use. I'm an Abu Garcia fan. This is a Zebco rod that I have, and y'all, the tip got broke. That's perfect for me. Because in all these limbs, you need a shorter pole. This is an Abu Garcia. If I can turn it this way without getting, and this is a good little setup. It's not my favorite reel. I like that Black Max better, but I keep it. It's going a little longer Abu pole, and I don't bring a lot of that stuff down here in the swamp chasing grunel, because they will tear your stuff up, or either you'll tear it up in the limb. And y'all look, there's one roll of water right up there behind me. Some of that could be gar. But y'all, I come down here kind of early this morning, and my wife made some big old biscuits, and I got down here and got thinking I didn't even stop and get one. Man, I done been paddling around down here thinking about them big old cat head biscuits. You know, Jerry Clower said they'd make a puppy pull a freight train. And I wanted one of them bad, and she's gonna be mad at me when she looks over and sees I left and didn't get one of them biscuits after she made them. But I promise you, when I get home, I will consume one of them biscuits. I'm thinking about them biscuits awful hard right now. But I come down here early, and these grennel, they like warmer weather, warm water, and for some reason, they bite better up in the middle of the day, really. So, but we wanted to get on down here where we could see where we could get to, and if we needed to move around before it, ooh. I didn't get it. I thought that was a bite. I felt a double tap. But anyway, hang with us. We're gonna see if we can catch one. If we can't, we have done got some mushrooms. We go, if we don't catch a fish in a minute, we're gonna go look for some chanterelles. Y'all, we used to fish for these things with a snaggly Sally or a purple Sally. You don't find them no more. It was like a purple skirted spinnerbait, had gold spinners, but they had these little prongs that bounced them over logs. They was good baits. I don't know why they quit. I guess the company went out of business or something, but I may have to look, see if I can search around on the internet and locate some, show y'all. Well, I've got one at home, but I won't fish with it because it's the only one in captivity that I know of. Y'all, I got out. We're going to walk around right here for a minute. I've been here in the past, and there was a lot of mushrooms in this. I have to take my sunglasses off. They said dark, and I'm so cool I can't see in these shadows. We may not catch no fish, but we finna find some mushrooms, so fishing trip turned mushroom, you know, it don't matter. We just making videos. Son of the crawdads has been all out there. And I found chicken of the woods out here before. And them, I thought them things were leeks the first time I seen them, but they're some kind of spider lily. They look a lot like a leek out here. When I found these mushrooms, they was back here. Well, I did find some chanterelles. They're right here on the ground, but they really, really small. Really small. But there's 2 there, and then you move on, there's 1, 2, and then look at here, y'all. So I will know to come back here And y'all, this little hill, little knoll, see how that's a little rise? Well, you probably can't tell. I can get down. You can see it's kind of a little mound. They're on these higher areas. So I know they're here. We look around a little more. So you kind of, when you're looking, you know to look for these little risen higher areas. And this is generally right here higher as you go back out there where those trees are falling. Anyway, so that's why I got out here. I don't know what I have just found here. But y'all, that is interesting at the least. All right, y'all. Told y'all I knew where to go. Look at him. Chicken of the woods, right there. We're gonna leave it, but watch this. You see what I'm looking at right here? Y'all, that thing is massive. This is up beside my foot right there. I get a lot of people want to know where you find all these chicken of the woods. Well, you have to get out and find all this rotten wood laying around in these swamps. Y'all, I find loads of it. I may take this one, and I don't. Y'all, I don't like to over harvest stuff, but these mushrooms are not like that's gonna disappear right there. And then it's gonna be gone, and nobody's ever gonna come down here right where I'm at and find this chicken of the woods. I don't know particularly which chicken of the woods is it. I think there's like 2 or 3 different species technically, and I have to go back and get a book and look, because all this knowledge, y'all, is not just right at the top of my head. I do know what I'm looking for. I do know the general knowledge, but as far as all these, and y'all, I promise you, I can walk back down through this swampy area, and I bet you find some more. So I'm probably going to take this one big large one. That other one over there, I'm going to leave it. I may come back and bring somebody with me camping and bring them to this area, because this is easy to get to, and they know who they are, and have that down here. Because y'all, if you remember, I camped out and we tried to cook a chicken of the woods over the grill. It didn't work. You've about got to deep fry it. That's the only way I have found to eat these. You can't saute this mushroom, or it didn't work for me. So anyway, chicken of the woods. I got it propped up right there, and I'm gonna try to cut this. The reason I'm getting this, y'all, and this is a good bit, I have several people that ask, bring me one when you find it. So that is part of the reason. I have lots of friends that don't know, really don't have the ability to get to the places that I come to. And most of y'all, when you come down here in your, that is interesting. It's almost on the bottom of this thing is like toothy. I'm gonna cut a piece of this and show you what I'm referring to. Look on here, right here, this is almost like teeth. I have to make the camera focus. But right there, anyway. But I guess that's just because it's cut through and it's porous, because you can see that it is porous. But anyway, you're not supposed to eat stuff raw, y'all. I done been scolded on him about trying stuff raw. You need to cook everything. Your immune system may not be like mine. But anyway, chicken of the woods, y'all. All right, y'all. He wrapped that joker around a log. Dadgummit. He wrapped it. Probably not still on it either. All right, we're gonna have to paddle out here. I'm sure he's done got off. Y'all, I hate to get the clothes off and get in here. That's what it takes. I think he may still be hooked to it. He come off. Boy, I had him hooked too. Y'all, this has been the most difficult attempt this year at hanging one of these big jokers. I don't know what that crow's laughing at. I don't think it's funny that I didn't catch no fish. We did, however, find some good mushrooms. It was a successful trip regardless. And y'all, this was one of those, had we not have caught nothing, they wouldn't have been a film. I mean, had we not have found the mushrooms, because we didn't catch a fish, so I would have scratched the whole video. Well, we'll go back later. Some of you think, well, I come down here and just load them up every time. Not that way. He said, not so, Lord. But anyway, we had a good time. I don't know what was just right here by this log. Something stirred the water all up. I think that's fish rolling in the water. We had a good time. And I may stop right up through here somewhere and throw. I'm close to back where my buggy is parked. But we had a good time. This was a fishing trip that turned into a mushroom hunting trip. And sometimes it just be that way. We had a lot of fun though. Anytime that I get out on the water, it's the experience for me. It's not about I want to show you what all I can catch. It's not about I want to show you what all I can kill. You know, to me, I am trying to share the experience of paddling these waters and enjoying this swamp and letting you see things that I get to see all the time that a lot of you guys probably don't never get to see. I know some of you do, but a lot of people watching my channel not able to experience what I'm experiencing out here. So that's why I share it. It's not a I want to show you how good of a fisherman I am or how good of a hunter I am or whatever. There's a lot of people that's better at this stuff than I am. I just enjoy sharing it and filming it. And I enjoy talking and carrying on and cracking jokes and acting silly with y'all. That's just kind of my natural way. But this is getting wide and a lot more calmer up here. And we actually may catch a grennel right up here. If we do, we'll put it in the video. If we can. If we can. But if not, we'll see y'all next time. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. Y'all like this video, subscribe. The more thumbs ups y'all click down there, the more people get to see this. And share it on your Facebook pages. Share it, because we got a really good channel, y'all. Not just because it's mine, but I think there's a lot of people that would find this, because this is a good, clean channel. You're not going to hear a bunch of garbage on it. This is something you can sit down and watch with your kids and not be worried about what old Peden's going to say on here, because y'all, I keep everything pretty clean. And I do that not just for the videos. That's the way I live my life. So.